Hi everybody, my name is Dana Berger. I'm a professional actress in New York City as well as a professional acting coach. And every year I prepare middle schoolers for their performing arts high school auditions. I primarily prepare students for their LaGuardia drama department auditions, but I also prepare for PPAS as well as Frank Sinatra. So a little bit about me. I grew up in New York City. I went to LaGuardia High School and I was a drama major there, and then I went to Duke University and I got a BA in theater studies. And last year, 3 of my students were accepted to the drama department at LaGuardia, which I was very, very happy about. And this year, all of my students got callbacks at both LaGuardia and PPAS. I won't know who gets in until spring, but I really hope it's all of them. And this is something I really, really, really enjoy doing. I love working with young artists. I love helping them achieve their dreams. I love collaborating and getting to create their best pieces for these auditions, because they are really important things, and it's important to feel really confident and that you did the best that you could and really prepared when you walk in the door. So today I'm going to talk to you about some of the initial ways to get ready for your audition for LaGuardia. So the requirements for the audition are 2 contrasting monologues. Now, there is a suggested monologue list on the LaGuardia website, and I think that's a great place for you to start. You should look that over. And something that I would stress is that all of those monologues are from actual full-length plays. And that's the first thing that I think you should really consider, is choosing pieces that are from full-length plays. And the reason I say that is because when you have a full-length play to do a piece from, there's a lot of context there for you. There's a lot of information about your character. There's a lot of information about what's going on in the scene and why you're saying the things that you're saying and what you want from the other person. When you have just a monologue that's just a monologue written for that, doesn't come from a play, maybe you found it on the internet or in a monologue book, unfortunately, there's very little context for you to create a character or to create a real living person from. And so I would encourage you to pick at least one of your pieces from a full-length play. Now, the second thing you should know is that you should choose characters that are close to you. And what I mean when I say that is that they should be within your age range, teens, early 20s, maybe late 20s, and that they should be something that you can really relate to. You don't want to pick a character that's 80 years old or has a strange accent. You just want to choose something that's going to be close to you, something that you can really connect to, because that's where you're going to do your best work in this kind of an audition. Now, the place that I would suggest you go to look for these pieces is a place called the Drama Bookshop, and it's in Midtown. You can look it up online, and they have every play you could possibly imagine there. But they also have a section for monologue books. Now, some of these monologue books are going to be the kind of monologue books that I said you don't want to pick, which is the ones that are just monologues, not from plays. But there are also monologue books that are compilations of monologues from published plays, and those are the ones you want to look for. And there are specific monologue books for young actors, teens, early 20s. You should check those out. You should spend an afternoon, maybe 2, at the drama bookshop just reading and seeing what you connect to, what you find funny, what you find moving, and really look for something that you are excited about performing, because that's how you're going to give your best performance. You don't want to pick something that you're like, I don't know, this is kind of boring, or I wouldn't want to listen to this monologue myself, or I just can't relate to the character or why they're saying the things that they're saying. Because when you actually connect to a piece, that's going to bring out the emotion, that's going to bring out your real best performance. Now, the third thing I want to tell you about preparing is you want to start early. I can't tell you how important it is to start early so that you don't feel rushed. It takes time to build a great performance and to build a great audition. You need to find the pieces, you need to memorize the pieces, and you really need to work on getting the character, being truthful, really feeling like you know what you're going there to do and you understand the kind of performance you want to give. And that can't happen overnight. So sometimes I start in August with my students, preparing them. I would say the latest early October, because the auditions are in late October and early November. But there's no reason not to start early. You don't want to be rushed for this process because it's very important. So those are the 3 things that I think you should start with. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. My website and my contact info is in the description of this video. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. And I wish you lots of luck preparing for your performing arts high school auditions.